A seasoned trainer stands in the training field, leash in hand, eyes locked on the dog before him. He's trained dozens of breeds, Shepherds, Malinois, Dobermans, but this dog, the Rottweiler, there's one thing about it that makes even him hesitate. It isn't the size, it isn't the bite force, it isn't even the guarding instinct. The one trait that even trainers fear most in the Rottweiler is its judgment. See, most breeds act first and think later. They bark out of excitement, they lunge out of fear, they react impulsively. But the Rottweiler, it waits, it studies, it decides. And that's what terrifies professionals. Because when the Rottweiler makes its judgment, there's no undoing it. It doesn't just act, it commits with its entire being. Think about it. 100 pounds of muscle, bred for centuries to guard livestock and protect soldiers, calmly watching, quietly choosing. And when that choice is made, nothing can turn it off. Open loop. Before the end of this video, you'll hear a chilling story about a Rottweiler in a training scenario whose split-second judgment shocked even its handler, and why that moment confirmed why trainers respect this breed but never underestimate it. But first, let's ask, why is the Rottweiler's judgment so different from other dogs? It starts with history. The Rottweiler isn't just another working breed. Its ancestors were Roman drover dogs, bred to control cattle and protect their handlers from raiders. That role required two things: calmness under pressure and decisiveness when danger appeared. Hesitation meant lost cattle. Overreaction meant chaos. The Rottweiler had to judge situations correctly or fail. Fast forward to today, and that instinct is still alive. A Rottweiler doesn't bark for no reason. It doesn't explode randomly. It observes, analyzes, and then makes a choice. And that choice can change everything. This is why even trainers admit unease. Because while obedience can be taught, instinct can't be erased. You can train leave it. You can practice recall. You can reward calmness. But when a Rottweiler decides a line has been crossed, training is just background noise. Handlers say it all the time. The Rottweiler doesn't wait for you to tell it what to do. It decides for itself. And that self-reliance, that judgment, is both its greatest gift and the trait professionals fear most. Imagine this scenario. A stranger enters your yard. A German Shepherd might bark frantically. A Malinois might launch instantly. But the Rottweiler? It stands still, eyes locked, body coiled, silent. It's calculating, it's deciding. And that silence is what unnerves even experts, because no one knows if the next moment will be nothing or an explosion of controlled power. Here's the story I promised. During a controlled training exercise, a Rottweiler was supposed to bite and release on a decoy wearing a padded sleeve. Everything went as planned, until a bystander behind the fence coughed loudly. In a heartbeat, the Rottweiler's head snapped around. It ignored the decoy, ignored the commands, and locked onto the bystander. For 30 seconds, it didn't move. Just stared, muscles tense, eyes unblinking. The trainer later said, "That was the longest 30 seconds of my life, because once a Rottweiler locks its judgment onto something, you know that if it decides to act, there's nothing on earth that will stop it." That's the truth. The trait trainers fear isn't unpredictability, it's the opposite. It's the calm, deliberate certainty of a Rottweiler making up its mind. When that judgment aligns with your leadership, it's extraordinary. These dogs save lives, protect families, and bond with loyalty that feels unshakable. They know who's safe and who isn't. They know when to act and when to wait. But when that judgment grows without guidance, it turns dangerous. Guarding the wrong things. Deciding the wrong people are threats. Creating fear where there should be trust. So what does this mean for the average owner? It means the Rottweiler is not just powerful in body. It's powerful in mind. And if you don't earn its respect, if you don't guide that judgment daily, you don't own the dog. The dog owns the situation. That's why regret sets in for so many families. They thought they were getting a protector. Instead, they got a judge who makes decisions they can't control. Let's close the loop. The one trait even trainers fear isn't aggression. It isn't power. It's judgment. The Rottweiler's ability to assess, decide, and commit without hesitation. That trait makes it legendary. That trait makes it terrifying. And that trait is the reason why this breed must be respected more than almost any other. So here's the final question. Would you trust a dog whose judgment could save your life? Or would you fear a dog whose judgment could change everything in a single heartbeat? Because that's the Rottweiler. The partner that doesn't just follow you, the partner that decides for itself. And that's why even trainers, the ones who know dogs best, admit they fear this breed too.